I'm following this homeless man named Jesse over here to this bush, and I'm not sure what he's doing. He went over here to do something. He said he's going to make something for me. I'm not sure. So what are you doing in there, Jesse?
You take a palm song,
Yeah.
take roasted sausage and sell it to the tourists when you come around the beach. You make good money. Not so much in winter, but the captains buy them all the time anyway, year round. So you can always sell one. You gotta be careful. These trees got teeth on them. They're alligator trunks. And they definitely got teeth. I don't know if you can see the teeth or not.
Oh yeah, they're nasty.
They got shark's teeth all over them.
Yeah, they're rugged.
And it's like generally you climb up about 12 feet into a tree to get a good leaf. But this is just I have to show you how to make one.
Jesse has 3 dogs that he's watching over. More like adopted them.
Art taught Doc taught Tess and Dave, and I watched all 3 of them.
Now, are those your dogs or not?
Yeah, no, they all got their shots. They all got my last name. They got their tags and stuff, but I lost them because they had my medication screwed up, but I could always get them replaced. Every police officer in this city knows my name. They always say, Jesse, what are you doing? It's like, go over there. It's like, get out of here. They don't bother me. It's like, even the last time I went to jail, I was supposed to get 32 days. They cheated me out of 21 days. It's like they kicked me out in 11 days. It pissed me off. I only got 1 tube pulled, and I get double rations because I weigh 125 pounds. So they give me 2 trays when everybody else gets 1. And they kicked me out of that. I was watching TV where it's warm and hanging out playing cards with my friends, and they kicked me out.
They wouldn't let you stay in jail, huh?
No, it's like they can't afford it. That's the problem. It's like nobody can afford nothing anymore. It's like they're letting people go. If you don't kill somebody, they'll let you out of that jail. It's crazy. Ever since this war started, it's been harder on the homeless people than it ever was. And I lived outside for 15 years before the war started. It took me 27 years altogether to live outside for 20 years. Either they put me in jail or my wife would catch me once in a while and make me live in a house.
Oh boy.
She's in California. It's like they busted my wife for sleeping in a church because her mental health case worker,
Yeah.
she paid her rent by the week, and it was 28 days, it was up 31 days in a month. She spent night at the hospital, she spent night in the church, and they charged her with burglary for sleeping in church.
Oh,
They
that's
locked her in
ridiculous.
a Christian boarding care home. It's like she escaped after 4 months, and now it's been freaking almost 2 years that my wife's been gone because they got her locked up in California when all she did was went to go and visit her babies and bring them some presents.
Oh.
And it's like, but it's like, no. It's like the problem ain't the homeless people. The homeless people are pretty resilient, and a lot of them are determined to stay out here, or just they don't know how to find a place. It's like everybody's hurting now. You'd be surprised how many people that I see that think they're going to be homeless pretty soon.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's like,
They're going to lay off 100,000 postal workers here within a year, I think.
oh
You know,
no,
all those people not being able to make their house payment, paying their rent, paying mortgage, whatever, they're going to be on the streets.
I don't even know how to work a computer. Everything I do is through snail mail. But this is what we do in Corpus Christi most of the time. In the summer when the tourists are here, it's like you make roads and crosses out of palm leaves. It's like I always tell people, it's like I'd like to have $5, I'll take 3, but it's like I'll take anything. If they got 50 cents or $1, it's like if they want a flower, I'll make them one.
Yeah.
It's pretty lucrative. It started. This guy in Florida, well, from Cuba, brought it to Florida, and then it's like Donnie and Johnny They were in Florida, and they took it to Galveston, and then Art was in Galveston, and Art stole it from Galveston and brought it down to Corpus Christi, and started making flowers down here, telling everybody he learned it in Florida, but that's not the truth. I found out when I went to Galveston where he learned it, and it's like, but it did. It's like it's an old knot. It's an old sailor's knot for tying a knot in a hole in a post. And then it's like you do it like a teacup, and that knot will stay tight. But it makes a pretty flower if you do it with a palm made.
Who taught you how to make that?
Well, I watched Art taught Doc, and Doc taught Tattoo Dave. And then it's like Tattoo Dave taught Pops. And I watched all three of them for like 10 years almost. And then one day I was walking with Tattoo Dave. He got hung upside down in a 15-foot tree, and it tore his leg up and teeth. Yeah. And there was poison in the teeth, and it just he couldn't spin. So I picked up his palm from him. I did it from memory because I watched him for so many years. And I spin backwards from everybody else. I spin clockwise. Everybody else spins counterclockwise because I watched them. Nobody ever actually physically taught my hands how to do it. So it's like, anyway, there was 5 of us that sat on the Rose Spinner Council. Me and Art and Doc and Pops and Tattoo Dave. But it's like they're all dead now. I'm the last one. Like,
how old are you anyway?
I'm only 48. I'm young.
48. Okay. Yeah, it's sad when friends start dying off on you.
Well, it's like a precarious lifestyle, you know. Yeah. Most of my friends are alcoholics and spent too many years in treating.
Oh, that's a nice looking little flower already.
I specialize in long stem roses. I'm the only one that did that, and I tweaked it because it's new. But it's like if you let them sit for a couple of hours, they tie much better. I can still fix it. I've been doing this for so many years. I went to San Antonio about a year and a half ago with Pops and Cindy, and it's like we were spinning roses, and a rose spinner. I was on my way to the store. A rose spinner, you don't go anywhere without a rose in the cross. So I spun a rose in the cross and started walking down the street. And this girl in San Antonio, she's across the street, she's yelling, "Hey, you, come here, come here." And I walked across the street just because I was going to the liquor store on that side of the street anyway. I would never cross the street because somebody can go calling me. But it's like, she said, "Who taught you that, Pops?" Because she looked at my flowers, and it's like, I said, "No, I taught Pops." And she said, "Oh, your name's Jesse?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So even in San Antonio, they know my reputation spinning flowers.